Welcome back, my dear students. I am here with the new topic, that is the section number 1 from that 1.1 An Astrologer's Day by R.K. Narayan. Dear student, this is the first lesson from our syllabus from section number 1. So, before learning the lesson An Astrologer's Day, first we will talk about an icebreakers. So you can see on the screen some questions are given in icebreakers as discuss with your partner and complete the activity. Means you all have to discuss with each others, and after discussion you have to complete the activity. So what is the activity given here? What are your strengths? First let me tell you, my dear students, what do you mean by strength? Strength means our own ability, our capacity, the potentials. So we will discuss about it. Here the strength number 1 is given, that is painting and drawing in the book, but in the picture I have refer some images and we will discuss about it. See, the singer is singing. Singing is one of the strength. It is an ability. How we can say, why do you feel so? Because the person has sense of rhythm, and with the help of that sense of rhythm he or she can sing. And if the person is good at singing, what are the dream career for them? So what you can say, the dream career for singing, the person who is singing is he or she can become singer. The person who is good at singing, he or she can become music director also. Now see the picture, the girl is singing because she has the sense of rhythm, and that's why she can become the singer or music director. Let's look at the picture number 2. What do you see there? Somebody is painting. Somebody means here the person I have taken image, but he is Mr. Sunil Dabhade from our school. Now he is painting, drawing. It means the strength he is having, that is a painting or drawing. It is one of the strength. We have that ability. And why do you feel so? Because the person can visualize and he can express whatever the thoughts are there in the mind through the picture or the drawing. So look at the picture. Mr. Dabhade sir, the drawing teacher, is painting there. And what are the dream career for the person who has the ability of drawing or painting? So such a type of people can become the cartoonist, or he or she can become the drawing teacher also, as our Dabhade sir. Now let's look at the picture number 3. What is the strength? The strength is a sense of taste. And why do you feel so? Because the person who has a sense of taste can try to make new recipes, new dishes. As in the lockdown period, so many people are preparing different varieties of recipes and dishes. So this person, look at the picture, he is making a pizza, veg pizza. He is trying a new recipe, is trying to make a new dish, and he has the strength or ability of sense of the taste. So for such a people, what are the dream career opportunities? Yes, exactly, such a type of people can become a best cooker, or we can say chef of restaurant. They can open their own. In this way, my dear students, we have discussed and completed the first activity. Now let's look at the second activity. What is that? You can read from the page number 1, or you can read from the screen also. What is that? The scene in a local market of a village, town, city is very attractive with different occupations sell their wares. Discuss with your partner the activities at the local market. Now see here, the new word is there, wares, W-A-R-E-S. What is the meaning of wares? It means goods, G-O-O-D-S, goods, which the different occupations sell. Now look at the picture. This is the picture from local market. You can see some sellers are selling, the customers are purchasing. So we have to discuss about the activities at local market. So what are the activities? The first one is given in the book itself: selling flowers, selling grocery. You may see in the first picture that lady is selling the flowers. As in our local market at Nagothane, we also observe such a scene. There are some sellers and purchasers. So what are the activities? The flower selling woman is there, she is selling her flowers. Grocery sellers are there, the customers are there also. And what are the activities we have to discuss? The customers are buying, purchasing with bargaining. This is the most important point of the customers when we purchase in the market. Let's talk about our own experience. When we purchase the goods from the market, we make bargaining with the seller. In this way, some customers are bargaining. Hawkers shouting to advertise their goods. This is also very important activity that you might have seen in the local market. The hawkers, they loudly, means they shout. It means they advertise their goods, like onion seller, potato seller, okay, food stalls of the onion and potato seller. You can see in the last picture that is the transport of goods, and it might be the cotton. The one of the farmer is carrying that. In this way, such activities we can observe in our local market. The sellers shouting, the sellers selling their goods, and the customers the purchasing and using their different kind of dialect also. We will have such experience in our local market. Now let's look at the next important point from the icebreaker. In a village, town, city, it is quite a common sight to see an astrologer. Now we will come to the main point. An astrologer by the roadside with his professional equipment. Now you have to discuss with your partner and list the requirements for his trade. First tell me, my dear students, what are the professional equipments for your teacher? Yes, exactly. The chalk, duster, blackboard, book, notebook. These are the required equipment for the teacher. In the same way, my dear students, here an astrologer who is sitting by the roadside, he also requires some equipment which are suitable for his profession. So we have to discuss, we have to make the list, the requirement for his trade. So what are the things you find? If you have visited the market along the roadside, an astrologer sit there and they do their professions, their trade. So what are the requirements for them of the equipment? Look at the picture. An astrologer is sitting with all the equipments which are suitable for his profession. Parrot, cards. Now see in the second picture there is a parrot who is picking up the card. And when this activity takes place, when somebody is there is a customer for an astrologer, he try to find out his future with the help of parrot, and the parrot is picking the card, and whatever is written on that card, the astrologer tells to the customer and tells about his future. Now in the next one there is a almanac, means a panchang, which we use to read about a future, means jyotishi, that astrologer reads and tells about a future. Now you can see on the next picture, next image, what is given there? Yes, exactly, cowrie shells, means what we call in our mother tongue kavdi. You have seen that. He also uses the cowrie shells and the photograph of God and goddesses. Look at the picture, he has put some photographs of God, and he uses some obscure things which are difficult to identify. In this way, my dear students, these are the required essential equipment for the profession of an astrologer. Now we will discuss about the another important point, that is there are certain unreasonable beliefs among people living in our society. Certain common events are linked with superstitions. Superstitions here means blind faith. Nowadays also there are so many people having superstitions in their mind. You have to list such event, the superstitions link with them, and the means of their eradication. It's our responsibility of literate people, we should eradicate such superstitions from our people. So we will talk about the first one. You might have known many more, but we will talk about the two here. The first one is a cat crossing your path. Now see, it is also unreasonable belief among the people that if we set out for good thing, auspicious thing to do outside, and suppose at the same time the black cat is crossing your path, we directly stop at the spot. Why? Because crossing the black cat is a symbol of bad luck. It means it is in our mind that there is a bad luck now, we can't do our things properly, particularly if one walks across the path in front of a person which is believed to be an omen of misfortune and death. In European countries, it is said that the witches were keeping black cats, and so this is an unreasonable belief. Now how we can eradicate? There are some means, some tools which we can apply in our society that create social awareness. For that we can take the help of some NGOs, non-government organizations. As in our college we have NSS, National Service Scheme. Through that we can create social awareness among the people that this is the unreasonable belief, no need to believe it. And the second one means of eradication of this superstition is that keep scientific attitude, be practical, be rational, because it is not justified proof anywhere that the black cat has crossed and somebody's died there. Now let's talk about the second one, that is removing evil eye. What do you call it? Nazar uttaravine, nazar utarana. So removing evil eye. To let me tell you about this. To put a small black dot on the forehead of a child. You have seen in the family, if there is a newly born baby, the mother applies the black dot on the head, again on the leg. So how we can eradicate it? It's a wrong conception. We should talk with the people. This is a wrong conception. And instead of that, we should look after the baby, so there will not be a misfortune or bad incident will happen with the baby. Only just look after it, take care of it, and nothing more than that. In this way, my dear students, we have discussed on this point, and there are some many more unreasonable beliefs like hanging the lemons, green chilies, that don't sit on the threshold of the house. In this way, we have talked about the unreasonable beliefs. Now we will talk about the greatest person who has written this lesson, and is none rather than Mr. R.K. Narayan, an Indian writer. His full name is Rashipuram Krishna Swami Iyer Narayan Swami. It means South Indian person. He was one of the best known novelists among Indian English writers. My dear students, he is the best writer, and he has created imaginary town of Malgudi, and his stories are grounded in compassionate humanism and celebrated the humor and energy of ordinary life. And we can say the best works from R.K. Narayan are The Dark Room, Astrologer's Day, and the other stories like Mr. Sampath, The Financial Expert, and Waiting for the Mahatma. The most famous novel by R.K. Narayan is that The Guide. You might have seen the movie also, or you have read the story. His novel The Guide won him the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1961, and his style of writing is graceful, very attractive, marked by genial humor and elegance, means the charm and the loveliness, and his simplicity. These are the features of his writing. So here we have tried to understand whatever is given in icebreakers from our first lesson, An Astrologer's Day. In the next video, my dear students, I will tell you the story which is very interesting. It creates curiosity, and really it has a suspense. So what is the suspense? What is given in this story about an astrologer's day? What was the particular day in his life which turned the life of a particular astrologer? We will learn in detail in my next video. Till then, have a nice day. Enjoy learning. Take care of yourself and be healthy.